Hey there, friends and neighbors. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. If you are new to the channel, of course, I would ask you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything I got coming down the road. You can also find me on Instagram and shoot me an email if you like. I'm going to leave a link for both of those in the description for this video. A little bit of a change of pace for this one. Been thinking about the road that I've taken to getting myself on YouTube, and I've been thinking if there's anybody out there who's watching this video or anybody else's videos, and if you've ever thought about becoming a YouTuber yourself, this isn't really an instructional. Well, I guess it is an instructional video, but what I mean is, it's not meant to be the final word on what to do for YouTube. This is pretty much based on my experiences and what I've done and what I think works, and a little bit of encouragement for you if you're looking to get into this, because it is a lot of fun, and God knows there's plenty of room in the pond for anybody to jump in if they want. So these are just a few things that I think you should be aware of if you ever thought about starting your own YouTube channel. First thing is you have to come up with a topic, an actual topic that should, will probably be the focus of your channel. And it should be something that you know about, or something that you're familiar with, and especially something that you like. You shouldn't just pick a topic out of the blue, and just try to whip up a video, because you're not going to know what you're talking about, or you're going to have a hard time communicating to your audience. And audiences generally don't go for that kind of thing. Now, I, of course, have a Star Wars channel, also talking about lightsabers and other things Star Wars. I'm sprinkling other things here and there as I see fit, but I do make sure that it's stuff that I know about and stuff that I like. And if I don't know about it and I want to talk about it, I do my research. So, very important thing. Know your audience. If you come up with something and you want to see that there is an audience for it, do a search on YouTube or on the web. You might find, there's a message board for whatever you're into, or there's other videos, that also talk about whatever you're into and that you want to do your channel on. And not that you should try to copy anybody else, but, you'll at least know that there is an audience out there and you can do it your own way. The other thing you're going to need is hardware. All right. Now, there are a lot of YouTubers out there, especially the more established ones, who they have their big lights set up and their whole nice real camera and their microphone and all that. And as nice as that is, you gotta remember those YouTubers, like to name a few. You got PewDiePie, you got Markiplier or Tyrone Magnus. Those are some of the channels I'm familiar with. Game Grumps. They have all the high-tech hardware, but they've been established. They've been around. Whereas you, just starting out, or even any of us who, small fry, for lack of a better term, we don't really have access, usually not, to that kind of high-tech stuff. So the beautiful thing about it is you don't need all that high-tech. All right? You can make do with what you've got in the house, or at least order it cheap. For example, this video and my live streams, I'm using the laptop camera, and this microphone that I'm using is about $40 on Amazon. Hardly a budget buster, you know what I mean? And for my other videos, I use my cell phone camera and a clip-on mic. And you can find a bunch of those on Amazon for like 15, 25, 30, however much you're comfortable spending. You don't need to break your bank to get the high-tech hardware. And the light I'm using right now is nothing but a table lamp. Don't invest in the real high-end stuff until you know for sure that you're going to invest the time in your channel. All right? That's probably the biggest thing. Software. That's something else that you're going to need. Editing software for your videos. I use KineMaster, which is an app you can download off of Google Play. I do everything right on my phone, all right, or on my laptop, either or. All right, it's a free app to download. It's got all the basic editing tools on it. And if you want, you can also buy a subscription for it, which will give you access to a lot of other stuff. And it also removes the watermark that normally applies with the free version. So it's about $5 a month or $40 for a year, something like that. Not too bad. You know, gives you a lot of extra goodies to play with. And the beautiful thing about that, I mean, do your research. I use that, but there's also actual software that you can purchase and install that'll allow you to do videos and, well, I mean, include videos with your video, I mean, and add sound effects and video effects and stuff like that. You know, the sky's the limit. If you're looking to include music with your video, very important that you go looking for the copyright-free music, because the last thing that you're going to want is a copyright claim on your video. And for some reason, YouTube has been heavy on that lately. I use bensound.com. I'll leave a link for that in the description here. It is a website with a lot of music that you can download. A good amount of it is for free, and a good amount of it you have to buy the license for it, but it's reasonable prices. One of the music cues that I've used, it was less than $10, I think, for the license. And really, all you have to do, if you're using music that you don't get the license for, that's for free, you just download. All they ask is that you don't edit the music for remixes, and that you include a link to their website somewhere in the description for your video or your presentation or whatever you're going to do, which is what I do. So, no copyright claims, no worries. So those are just a couple of things that you can use to spice up your video. All right. The other thing that you really need to do is promote your YouTube channel. And two of the best ways to do that, two of the big ways to do that, are Facebook and Instagram. Now, I don't have a Facebook page for my channel. I do have an Instagram page that I've mentioned repeatedly. The beauty of those is that pretty much the sky's the limit on what you want to post. You know, talk about what's going on with your channel, screenshots, that kind of thing. And you'd be surprised, you know, people who find that kind of stuff. You know, they just, they go searching for, well, whatever your topic is, and they'll find your Facebook page or your Instagram page. And if you include a link to your Facebook or your Instagram, if you include a link to your YouTube channel, then, you know, you'll catch on and you'll get those subscribers. You'd be surprised. You know, it doesn't take much. Just some searching on someone's part. They stumble on your stuff, and if you got good enough stuff, then the rest takes care of itself. The other thing that you should do, that I do, is be sociable. All right? Go searching on YouTube, find videos, especially videos that relate to what your channel's about. Watch a video, leave a like for them, and leave a comment. And I don't mean, you know, every comment that you leave should be, hey, check out my channel, because that's only going to be spamming everybody else's channel, and nobody's going to want that. But, you can mention, like, for example, my channel, if I do a search for a lightsaber that I have, someone else has a video for that same lightsaber, that same company. I might mention, in a roundabout way, what I've done on my channel, or even just talking about the subject. You might be surprised. There are people who will, check out your comment. They'll check out your YouTube account, and if you have a channel, they'll investigate, and if they like what they'll see, they'll subscribe to you, hopefully, if all goes well. But it's never going to happen if you just keep yourself in a bubble. You don't want to do that. All right, get out there, get your name out there. And not only that, but when I say be sociable, you'd be surprised the friends that you make. I've met a bunch of people, Star Wars fans, lightsaber fans, that I've become great friends with. You've probably heard me mention them in my videos. You've probably seen them leave comments on my videos. I've left comments on their videos all the time. This is it's a social, it's a community. And any topic most likely has a community behind it. So you should dive right in and introduce yourself and, see what happens. Great things can come out of it. The biggest thing that you have to do, though, if you're going to be a YouTuber, well, there's two things, actually. One of them is be patient. Okay? Very, very rarely does a channel hit the ground running and just take off and get 1,000 subs, 2,000 subs, 5,000 subs right off the bat. Okay, it's very rare, as far as I know. I'm at about 131 as I'm recording this, and my channel has been active since January 2021. Right now, it's about mid-September 2021 as I'm recording this. But those are 131 people who have found my channel on their own, and they like what they see and they subscribe. It takes patience. Okay? Granted, the more subs you get and the more views you get and the more times your channel is viewed, that gets you out there. Then the algorithm promotes you, and then it makes it easier for people to find you. So that is the secret. You got to be patient and keep putting out that content. One of the good things, I think, if you're, I call it a small fry YouTuber, but it's not, I don't mean it derogatory in any way. See, the people like PewDiePie and Markiplier, not to name drop, I'm just using a couple of examples. They have to crank out content constantly because they have to keep the numbers up. Because it's their job. YouTube is basically their job. So they have to find a formula that works and stick to that formula. The beauty about being a small-time channel is at this point you just get to throw it to the wall and see if it sticks. And you never know what's going to catch on. For example, I've done one video, I call it a darkroom demo, where I show off a saber in a dark room. I show off a saber, I show off the fonts. Or I did another video talking about gift ideas for Star Wars fans. Some of the videos like that don't have a lot of views. They don't. And I'm just commenting. The point I'm trying to make is there are other videos I have that have hundreds of views. Like 500, 600 and counting. And I even have one YouTube video showing off my NeoPixel saber that has over 1,100 views. And it's constant. Those videos are always getting views. You never know what's going to catch on. You really don't. So you basically just throw it to the wall and see if it sticks. And if it does catch on, then keep that in mind and do videos similar to that. You know, because that's gonna get the traffic onto your channel. But at the same time, don't be afraid to just do a video that you want to do. It's your channel, your rules. Okay? If it doesn't stick to the wall, so what? If you had fun doing the video and you're proud of it, that's all that matters. You know? What doesn't catch fire today might catch fire tomorrow. You never know. And that leads me to the biggest thing that you need to keep in mind and do with your channel is to have fun with it. Don't worry about how many subs you get. Don't worry about how many views you get. If you even get one view on one of your videos, congratulations. You're a YouTuber. Welcome to the pond. You know? Don't set out to be the next big thing. Just be you. And have fun with it. Because this is, if you let yourself have fun with it, it's, good things can happen. The creative juices start flowing, and you can just have a blast. It is a fun hobby, and the more you do it, the more you learn, and the better that you get. And if you're enjoying what you do, it's going to come out in your video, and it's going to be obvious, and it's going to keep people watching, So have fun. That's really about it. Pretty much all that I have to say. Just some hints and encouragement. If you are a YouTuber and you've got some trade secrets yourself that you want to share, go ahead and leave a comment on this video. As I mentioned, my Instagram page is open. So is my email account. Shoot me an email if you ever have a question. And if I get enough emails, then I'll do a separate video where I read your emails and answer your videos, answer your questions in the video. That's another thing. Don't be afraid to mess up. All right, don't be afraid to have outtakes in your video or something like that. Sense of humor never hurt anybody. All right. So if you are thinking about being a YouTuber, go for it. It is a lot of fun. Good luck. And until I see you in the next video, as always, be good, be well, be safe.